Hey Samii Squad, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, as you could tell by the title, I am going to be giving you my top 10 YouTuber tips. So I got inspired to do this video because my 20 tips for starting a YouTube channel video is kind of blowing up at the moment, which is so insane. Like, making this video 8 months ago, I did not expect or intend it to blow up, which is insane to even say that. Like, it's literally sitting at 100,000 views at the moment. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. My Saddest Piggy ending video is at 120,000 views in just a month. Like, that's literally so mind-blowing to me, and I couldn't thank you guys enough. So because my 20 tips for starting a YouTube channel video is doing really well, I thought I'd make kind of a part 2. But the only difference with this one is that it's not necessarily just for starting a channel. Like, you can watch this video and have like 100,000 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers or no subscribers at all. This one can be viewed by anyone. I mean, the other one could have too, but it was more for the people starting a channel. Before I get started with this video, just to prevent any confusion and just to kind of clarify things, I just want to say that this isn't a video that is necessarily going to be a guide on how to grow your channel. Like, that's not what this video is. I'm not saying that if you follow all these tips that your channel is going to all of a sudden start growing like crazy. Like, that's not what this video is about. There's no formula or secret to YouTube, so me making a video on how to grow your channel or how to get like 1,000 subscribers in a day, like, that wouldn't be realistic because it wouldn't even work for everyone. Like, these tips may not work for everyone, and these tips may work for some people. So please do not complain if these tips do not work, because I just want to help you guys out. So unlike my part 1 to this, in a way, I didn't really organize it that well, and I tried my best to organize these tips, but it is in order from like how they relate to each other, if that makes any sense. So now that I got that out of the way, we're finally gonna get started with the first tip. So my first YouTuber tip is to make engaging content, and that may seem really self-explanatory and like obvious and straight to the point, but for example, if you can't even watch one of your videos, how do you expect other people to get through your whole entire video? Like, you can't complain that you're not growing if you're not putting that much effort into your videos. So like I mentioned in my part 1, you need to make engaging thumbnails, you need to have an engaging title, and also engaging videos. That could be from the editing or just some type of creative aspect that you incorporate in your video. Okay, I don't know if I really needed to go that in depth with this first tip because I don't want to make this video too long, but I feel like if I just make them very straight to the point, I'm gonna have so many questions on, well, what do you mean by make engaging content, or what do you mean by this, or what do you mean by that? So I try to be as detailed as possible with each and every tip. So that's the first tip, and now we're going to move on to the second tip, which is to change your content. So what I mean by that is that you don't have to feel stuck making the same content or making the same videos. If you see that a certain type of video is doing well on your channel, but you don't have interest in those videos anymore, then try something different and you may be surprised by how well it actually does. I definitely feel like Flee the Facility videos and challenges is definitely what kind of gave my channel a kickstart. If you're not happy with the videos that you make and you're not having fun with the type of game that you're playing anymore, then change it up, because you should be having fun, but you should also be entertaining your audience at the same time. A perfect example of this is Piggy. I have so much fun, like genuinely I love playing Piggy, and you guys also love seeing Piggy videos, so it works out perfectly for me, but in some circumstances it may not work out for you. So you may not like to play Piggy, or you may not like to play Jailbreak or Flee the Facility or whatever game it may be, but your audience may enjoy the videos that you don't really like making anymore. So try changing up your content, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then just try to get that interest back, try to gain that interest back that you had in that game. And another example for this tip relating to me is with my Flee the Facility videos. When Flee the Facility stopped updating, which I completely understand. I know like the creator has a life, like they're not gonna spend like all their time updating a game, but it's been months and months, and like I'm getting a little bit impatient. I still love Flee the Facility. That's why I decided to not completely just ditch Flee the Facility, but I decided to try out Piggy, and you guys seem to like it. So it works out perfectly for me, and you guys still enjoy my Flee the Facility videos, so I try to have a steady balance. Definitely take into consideration the types of videos that your audience enjoys watching. Communication is key. You have to communicate with your subscribers in order to know what kind of videos they want to see from you. So my third YouTuber tip is don't continue if you don't enjoy it anymore. Like, don't force it. Just like I said with the second tip, you don't have to feel stuck doing something that you don't want to do. If you genuinely just don't enjoy it anymore as much as you used to, then don't do it anymore, or at least take a break from it for a while and then come back and see if you still have that same interest that you had when you first began your channel. And I feel like when you start to force it, you start to put less effort into your videos because you don't even enjoy doing it, but you're still doing something that you don't like. I also feel like it's kind of easy to tell when somebody loses interest in making videos because they start to put less effort into their editing, less effort into their thumbnails, and you can definitely tell. And you should just communicate with your audience and let them know before just leaving completely. Like, if you don't enjoy it anymore, don't do it. Like, don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Period. But that is the third tip. I don't really think I need to extend that anymore. My fourth YouTuber tip is to be enthusiastic. You have to at least be excited to want to record. If you're not even excited to record, if you're not happy to want to record, then why are you doing it? Nobody's forcing you. Like I said with the previous tip, don't feel forced to want to do something that you don't want to do. Don't fake it, you know what I mean? But like, you don't have to be overly enthusiastic. Like, still be yourself. You don't have to be like a whole different person. Imagine if I were to start my intros like this. Hey Samii Squad, welcome back to my channel, I guess. So today, wait, what am I playing again? I don't really know what we're playing today, but we're playing something, so I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, so let's just get started. Like, if I made my intros like that, people would be concerned, like, what is going on with Samii? Why does she seem depressed? What is going on? This tip can be taken so many different ways, so I want to make sure that I go into detail with this because I don't want people to be confused in any way when I say to be enthusiastic, because I know that some people may not be that much of an enthusiastic person. So another example is when you're making your intros, you may be like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're like, instead of doing that, try to be more enthusiastic, at least for your introduction. So be like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's that easy. It's not that difficult to be a little enthusiastic because that draws in more people, because it puts people in a happy mood when you're happy. If you're mad, depressed, or annoyed, don't make a video because nobody needs to know that. There's a time and a place to make a video about it. But if it's just like a regular gaming video, in this case, I assume like most people watching this video are gamers. If you think about it, it's kind of just like if you're annoyed or mad in your video, it just kind of seems like you're showcasing that attitude to your audience. Like, it just seems like you're talking to your audience with a bad attitude, which you don't want to have. You want your audience to be engaged and entertained. And if you're being rude or if you are just not in a good mood, then don't make a video. Wait until another day or wait until later on in the day when you are in a good mood to make the video. And just to add on to this fourth tip, you want to have a good impression for your newer subscribers. So now we're going to move on to the fifth tip, which is to interact with your subscribers. I cannot stress enough but to say that this is so important. I feel like this is one of the main tips. I mean, all these tips on this list are very important. Like, I feel like they're all equally important, but this is one of the most important ones, I feel like. This is very self-explanatory, but you just want to make sure that if you're getting positive comments, you try your best to reply to them or at least heart them. And also make sure that you're checking up with your subscribers, keeping up to date with your subscribers on your channel, on your life. You don't have to go too personal into things like that. And another thing, if you're gonna take a break, like if you're gonna take like a 1 week break and you're not going to be making videos for that time period, let your subscribers know. That's what I mean by interacting with your subscribers. Like, don't just leave and then expect your subscribers to just like be okay with it. Like, there's going to be people that are going to be annoyed and confused because you're just kind of leaving out of nowhere. But yeah, just let them know that you're taking a break. So my sixth tip is to have good or decent audio quality. I know I'm going to get a lot of comments about this. I know this is 50-50. Like, I didn't know if I wanted to put this tip on the list because I do understand that not everyone has the money or the opportunity to improve their audio quality. I understand that completely. But I literally started off with my Apple earphones. I think that's what they're called. And you know how it has like the little mic on it? Literally, it sounds decent. Like, the mic on it is not bad. And a lot of people would use it for like ASMR, and I still think people use this mic. Like I mentioned in the part 1, you don't have to feel obligated to buy something expensive. Like, you could just get a cheap mic. And then once I started to see that my channel was growing slowly but surely, I decided to upgrade my mic. So I got like this cheap headset. I think it was like $50 or $60. And it was on sale at the time as well. No one asked, but okay. So yeah, it was on sale at the time. And then after that, I decided to upgrade again. So you don't have to feel obligated to upgrade consistently, but when you start to see that your channel's growing, audio quality is very important because it can be a huge turnoff. Like, you could have the best edited video, you could have the best quality video, the best thumbnail, very engaging content in general, but the main turnoff could be your audio quality. Like, that could be something that just drives people away from watching your videos. I'm so ready to just get into the 7th tip. So this 7th tip is, don't change yourself and do not take YouTube for granted. Let me put down my phone because this is a very juicy topic. You should never start acting different because you see that you're growing or because you start to get more popular and well known. That's a big no-no. And people will notice that and start to unsubscribe. You should act like the same person you were when you first started your channel. Act like the same person you were when you were at the bottom, when you had 0 subscribers, because everyone starts at 0 subscribers. Don't start acting like a brat. Don't start acting like you're all that, because at the end of the day, know where you came from. Everyone grew their channel from 0 subscribers. Remember your OG subscribers. Remember the people that got you to where you are. Don't start turning on your subscribers and taking advantage of your platform, because that's something you don't want to do, and I would never do that. I feel like there's a difference between a good change and a bad change, and I would never want to change in a negative way. Like, I never would want to do that to you guys. Please never hesitate to let me know if you feel like I'm changing in a negative way, because I don't want to do that. I feel like I've changed in a positive way, like in a good way. Definitely became a lot more mature over the years. I definitely have gained like this random comedic side of me that I never knew that I had, because a lot of people say that I'm pretty funny. I'm not saying I'm a comedian, but whatever you want to say, your personality can change, don't get me wrong, because as you start to get older, you're obviously going to change. So that's it for tip number 7, and now we're going to move on to tip number 8, which is to download the YouTube Studio app. I feel like most YouTubers nowadays have the YouTube Studio app. It is such an amazing app, and it gives you the opportunity to see all your analytics. The amazing thing about the YouTube Studio app is that you can view exactly and specifically how many subscribers you have. And then another thing I like about the YouTube Studio app is that it upgrades like your analytics in real time. Another thing I like about the YouTube Studio app is that it lets you know the specific analytics for the month. So it lets you know your watch time, your views, your subscriber change, and your revenue for the month, which is very important information to know and to take into consideration. And then another one of the amazing things I like about the YouTube Studio app is that it kind of gives you like a reflection or a comparison on how your most recent video is doing compared to your previous video. So that's another thing I like. I just like being able to see if my video is performing better, average, or below average. It's definitely information to take into consideration. So my 9th YouTuber tip is, don't ask for shoutouts. So this one is a little controversial, I guess. Like, I wouldn't say it's controversial, but I'm definitely gonna have a lot of people coming at me in the comments. I'm just prepared for those incoming comments. Shoutouts are something that I feel like people ask for way too much. Like, shoutouts are overrated. I'm telling you, shoutouts are not all of that. The reason I say that is because if you think about it, nowadays people give shoutouts to people as a part of like just a giveaway. So like, for example, they'll say subscribe to this person in order to enter the giveaway, and then you'll have all these people subscribing to your channel like, yay, I'm getting more subscribers. But at the end of the day, 90% of the time they're inactive subscribers. In my opinion, I'd rather have less subscribers that are active rather than having more subscribers that are inactive. I'm just saying, shoutouts nowadays are not all that, because a lot of the time when you get a shoutout, people will subscribe, which is good, but at the end of the day, you're just getting inactive subscribers that don't even watch your videos but only subscribe as a part of a rule. So I don't think that people should ask for shoutouts all that much. Instead of just straight up saying don't ask for shoutouts, I'd just say don't ask for them on a daily basis. Like, if your favorite YouTuber uploads a video and you're always constantly like self-promoting yourself in the comments and asking for shoutouts, just try to simmer down. People act as if shoutouts are literally going to make them famous. Like, shoutouts, yeah, may boost your subscriber count, but at the end of the day, they're just inactive subscribers most of the time, not all the time. But that's besides the point. That's the 9th tip, and now we're going to move on to the last and final tip, which is the 10th tip. Now this tip is very important, and I feel like every YouTuber can relate to this, or at least most YouTubers can relate to this. So my 10th tip is, when you think of a YouTube video idea, do it right away. I honestly, as a YouTuber, need to get better at doing this because I have so many creative and unique video ideas that I still haven't done. And if I wait any longer, they're all gonna be taken. Definitely don't wait like a couple days. If you think of a video idea and you have the opportunity to record it, go for it. Go for it. So never feel the need to hesitate. If you come up with an original and creative video idea, go for it. I'm telling you, you will be surprised by how well it does. So those are all 10 of my YouTuber tips. I don't know if that's necessarily what the title is going to be. I'm probably going to change it because I'm indecisive, but that's besides the point. So I'm hoping that this part 2 is just as helpful as my part 1 because you guys really seemed to enjoy that video, and it makes me so happy getting comments almost every day saying that I helped you and that you're going to continue making videos for your channel and that you're not going to give up, because that's what I want to hear. Never give up. Once again, I want to clarify that this video is not necessarily going to help your channel grow. You're not necessarily going to notice results right away if you start following these tips, but it definitely may help. It can help or it may help. So I remember mentioning this in one of my older Flee the Facility videos, and I've only done it once, so I want to do this again, and I will do it occasionally because if I do it in every video, then people are just going to skip ahead. So if you're still watching this video up until this point, make sure to comment down below the star emoji. You can comment the full-on star emoji, the shooting star, any type of star related emoji. Go ahead and comment that down below so that I can know if you have watched the full video. And if you are, I appreciate you so much because it definitely does help me and my channel. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys!